Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring Srimad Bhagavad Gita, commentaries by my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. We are currently on chapter number 13, also known as Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhag Yog, or the field and the knower of the field. Today we are starting from shloka number 17. ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिस्तमसः परम उच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितम्. He is the light of all lights, beyond the darkness of ignorance. He is knowledge, that which is to be known, and the goal of knowledge. He abides in all hearts. So, very beautifully expressed by the divine energy, that it is the light of all lights, that light that is beyond all descriptions. It is self-effulgent. Most lights need some source, but this light is self-illuminating, beyond all the darkness of ignorance, because everything else within the world is under the influence of Maya, which is under the umbrella of ignorance. So that is knowledge. Once you know that ultimate divine Brahman, that energy, then whatever is to be known is known. That is the goal of ultimate knowledge. And that God, that energy, that consciousness resides in each one of us, every one of us, in all. Shloka 18. Iti kshetram tatha jnanam gyeyam choktam samasataha madbhakta etadigvāgyāya madbhāvāyopapadyate. Thus have I briefly explained the field, knowledge, and that which is to be known, the knower of the field. My devotees, having gained insight into these, attain my being. So, just like in a land, a farmer tills the land, sows the seeds, puts in the effort, then there is rain and sunshine, and the crop grows, and he becomes successful and he is able to get a rich harvest. Much in the same way, our human body is the field, and the knower of the field is the Atman within. And through our self effort, through our knowledge, we connect to that Atman through the proper tools, through proper spiritual effort. That is the essence. And God says, through that effort, you can attain myself, you can come to me. Shloka number 19. Prakritim purusham chaiva vidyadnadi ubhavapi vikaranscha gudanschaiva vidhi prakriti sambhavan. Know that both Prakriti, Mother Nature, and Purusha, Spirit, are beginningless, and that the gunas and their effects have proceeded from Prakriti. So, Prakriti, Mother Nature, through which this earth, water, fire, air, ether, all these things are controlled, that is coming through the Mother. And the Father is the Spirit, the consciousness, the Atma, and they're both timeless, beginningless, ageless. That is why we have the name of our dharma is Sanatana Dharma, meaning timeless, eternal. And the gunas come out of Prakriti, the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, meaning inertia for Tamas, activity for Rajas, and purity for Sattva. And therefore, all the sages, saints, scriptures guide us to be in Sattva, because through Sattva, we attain God. Through purity, we get into that state which lets us become gunatita. Gunatita means beyond the three, beyond the opposites, beyond the gunas, we get back into the sum state. And their effects are all proceeding from Mother Nature only, the gunas, etc. So, therefore, the project for us is to transcend these gunas through what has the gifts we have been given, endowed. Shloka number 20. कार्यकरणकर्तृत्वे हेतुः प्रकृतिरुच्यते पुरुषः सुखदुःखानां भोक्तृत्वे हेतुरुच्यते. In the production of the body, the senses and their functions, Prakriti is said to be the cause. Purusha, the soul, is said to be the cause of experiencing pleasure and pain. So what happens, that this, they are like our parents. Prakriti is the mother and Purusha is the father, although they are running from time immemorial. So our body is made up of Prakriti only: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and Purusha is the consciousness. So through the body we receive, we function, our senses function through it, and all the things that happen in the body. Prakriti is the cause of creating our body, and Purusha is the cause of experiencing our pain and pleasure. When we like something, we enjoy it, we are in the pleasurable mood, and when we get hurt, we get a pain, we get disappointments, then we are in a painful state. So, all these are due to the Purusha. We experience that Purusha experiences the pain and pleasure, but it is all due to illusion, due to ignorance. Just like we dream in our dream and we experience pain and pleasure in the dream, but yet none of it is real. But in the dream, it is real. While we are experiencing the dream, we are experiencing that. So much in the same way, our Purusha is in that state where it is seeing all this drama of our life and it experiences the pleasure and pain. So, moving on to Shloka 21. Purushaha prakristho hi bhunkte prakriti jangunan karanam gunasango asya sadsadyo nijanmasu. Purusha, abiding in Prakriti, enjoys the gunas or the qualities born of Prakriti. Because of its attachments to the gunas, the individual's soul attains higher or lower births. Actually, there is no change in the Atma or the soul. The soul is like a pure witness, ever witnessing. But due to the ego, raga, dvesha, attachment, hatred, fear of death, ignorance, all these things create the projection on the screen of the soul, and through that we create karmas, and then these karmas put us into higher or lower embodiments, pleasurable or painful circumstances. So that is why, but don't understand, the soul itself is doesn't do anything, it is simply a witness, but it does get impacted due to all this projections of the worldly illusions which seem very real at the time as we live. So, shloka number 22, God continues. Upadrashtanumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwarah paramatmeti chapyukto dehe asmin purushah parah. The Supreme Being abiding in the body is said to be the seer, approver, enjoyer, supporter, and the Lord of the gods and the Supreme Self. So, in other words, you have within your own consciousness, inside of your body, there resides the Atma, the consciousness, the eternal spirit, and that spirit is everlasting, timeless, and it is due to this spirit We see, we do things, we enjoy things, we support things, and it sits like a God or the Supreme Self within. Not like a God, it is actually a particle of the God only. Same thing as the God, no difference. Just like when you cook rice, you to check it if it's been cooked, you pick up one grain of rice. If it's cooked, the whole thing is cooked. Much in the same way, God has given his 100% essence to us. God is indivisible. He cannot break himself into 9 billion pieces and give us all a small piece. He himself is within us, but he is also everywhere else. And this is what appears as multiplicity is in actually non-duality or the single one. That is the profound meaning of the way we are interpreting these shlokas. Number 23, God continues, Ya evam veti purusham prakritim cha gunai saha sarvatha vartamano api nasa bhuyo bhijayate. He who thus knows the Purusha or the Self and Prakriti along with the Gunas, though acting in whichever way, is not born again. What a beautiful assurance from Lord Himself, telling us that those aspirants, those souls who are trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita in its profound aspect and are sincere aspirants, meaning they're purifying themselves. They understand what Prakriti is, what Purusha is, the spirit within us, and it is also they are also aware of the gunas or the three modes of nature, and they are trying to purify their daily life by ethical living and through constant japa and remembrance of God. He says those people who are knowing these subtle details which most people don't. Most people are only at the very surface level. When they pray to God, they always want something from God, and if it doesn't happen, then they are upset with God. God doesn't listen to my prayers, he listens to everybody else. All that is very elementary basic level of spirituality. Higher sadhaks, advanced aspirants, people who are deep into spirituality don't ask for small things. It's like when you go to a king, you don't ask for $2, right? You ask the king, he can give you kingdoms, he can give you liberation. So therefore we have to be worthy, and those sincere souls are therefore then um, granted liberation. They never come back. So with this we conclude our satsang for today. We will start from shloka number 24 in tomorrow's satsang. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Hari Om Tat Sat.